Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we're going to be celebrating this number getting to 1,000. So once this video goes live, this will no longer be 998. It will be 1,000 uploads to my YouTube channel in a little over 2.5 years, or around 2.5 years. And I did it. I did it. Yes. In YouTube, you don't really get pats on the back from other people. It's usually like, why you should go get a real job, that kind of stuff. So we have to do it ourselves, and I'm going to do it real quick. Anyway, so I wanted to do this video a little bit different than what I typically do. This is the typical stuff I do is right here. But I wanted to do a video just based around, how much money I made doing 1,000 uploads to YouTube on this channel. And so first off, a little bit of background for me, a little bit of background on this channel. So I've actually done quite a few other channels in general. I've been editing for YouTube for my brother, who has like a really big channel, 2.something million subscribers in the past. I helped another channel get up to 100,000 within a year subscribers. And I decided, I'm tired of making other people famous. I want to go ahead and do something for me, not so much just to become famous, but just because I love YouTube. I love this platform, and I have a huge passion for it. And so I wanted to do this. And so this is a little bit of a free form video, just kind of talking about this channel itself, but also I wanted to dive into a little bit of transparency of what goes on behind the scenes for YouTube creators, and give you guys a little bit of just a peek at my channel, what happened for me for a gaming channel that plays around the card game Magic the Gathering on MTG Arena as the main focus. Doing nearly all of these 1,000 uploads are based on videos like that. And I did that because it was something I knew I could do while doing everything else. So like this channel I started literally 2 months, or I think it was a month before our son was born. And so this is as old as my baby boy, and so it's kind of crazy that this has grown up with him as well. And I've gone through so many changes, and as you can see in the numbers here, times when I was not doing so well and times I was doing really, really well. And those all kind of came down to, trying to build this up while I was also working sometimes 3 other jobs. At one point I had 3 part-time jobs and this business that I was running at the same time. And so again, get that little pat on the back, not trying to be conceited or try to show like, oh man, I'm the greatest in the world. No, that's not the goal of this, but to show that what is possible. And I want that to be something for other people to know what's there as well. And this isn't huge numbers. This isn't amazing or crazy powerful, but it still is fun and it's cool. And this is something that you can do as well. And I want to talk a little bit about that as well. So something else I'm doing in this video, not in this video, but I wanted to start up a membership program for all those people that have been watching for forever. Everything like that. I wanted to, me, I don't like to just ask for money. I do Twitch streaming, I do all that kind of stuff, and I don't like asking for subscriptions on Twitch. I don't like asking for patrons or anything like that. I don't like asking for stuff unless I'm giving something in return. And so I'm wanting to give something in return here a little bit for memberships on the channel. And so I wanted to let you guys know that I am actually going to go through a whole video series of how to do YouTube, specifically when it comes to gaming and channels like this. And I'm not saying I'm the number one expert, but I have been doing this. I've been a part of 3 successful channels with YouTube. I know behind the scenes of not just gaming, but YouTube in general. And then how to do this while you're working full-time, that kind of stuff, where that's not something everyone always gives. Like, how do you do a channel while you're working full-time, while you're working more than full-time? And that's why I built this channel, was because it was something I could do while I was working full-time. And now it is my full-time job. And that is really, really cool. Of course, anyway, so let me get into the numbers a little bit with this. You can kind of see the estimates that Social Blade gives, which, by the way, this is all open source. You can go into this anytime. This is way zoomed in right now, but you can come in here to socialblade.com, type in any YouTuber and see their base numbers. And the difference is all based off of people's audience base. Like, I have mostly males, and like they're 30 years old or so that watch Magic the Gathering, and those people tend to have more money, so I get more ad revenue for the videos I have. So I actually am a little bit higher typically than the normal numbers, and so pretty sweet stuff, but not everyone has that, and so this is just a good base range of kind of knowing what's going on. So I am doing a video series for anyone that wants to join in for members. I'm going to be putting it into the for members only for now, at least. I think it might move into something else later. But I wanted a place to put videos like that because I get asked all the time how to do YouTube, why do YouTube, all this kind of stuff. And I wanted just a place to like, hey, if you're really interested, I created, 10 hours of content for you over here that you can go check out instead of me having to go through 10 hours of explaining stuff or trying to fit it all into an hour. And that's just really hard to do because there's so much behind this business and how it works and everything that goes into it. And again, I've been doing this for a lot of time. These are not the only 1,000 videos that I've made. I'm probably around 2.5 thousand between everything I've done with YouTube. And so, and I've also done, built up a whole, I helped someone build up a whole site that's off of YouTube that got subscriptions and everything like that and built that up. So I've done lots of videos. Okay. I know my way around this kind of stuff. Not necessarily that they're all perfect or amazing or good, but the one thing I am good at is fitting it within a really tight, really busy schedule and still having it make money. And so if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff and interested in finding out more about my channel here, I'm going to dive now into a little bit more about that, a little bit more of my story, and kind of jump into it. So first off, let's go ahead and jump into the studio side of things. So you guys can see this stuff. I only have it the last 7 days right now. So you can see where I'm at. This is a snapshot. There's going to be a video that's coming out in 30 minutes that'll change this deck to be something else. And then this video will be, I think, one of the next ones that are coming out. So, or no, there's 2 more between this. And so, yeah, this is what it is right now. I have had 208,000 views in the last 7 days. I've had 518 subscribers, getting, around 80 or 90 so a day, which is pretty awesome. I want this to be up to 100. That's the hardest thing with YouTube. You always want it to be higher than what you have it at right now. But I'm also really grateful for what's going on. And you can see my estimate revenue for the last 7 days. Of course, it's not always that way, and it takes 1,000 videos sometimes to get to this point. It also sometimes takes 100 or less. It all depends on the type of business you're building, the type of industry you're going into, and what kinds of videos you can produce. With this channel, I built it because it was a way that I could do very little editing for my videos. And that's one of the things I love about Magic the Gathering. Everything there is that the format that everyone has that has been working for everyone in the industry was always record an intro to a deck, record 30 to 40 minutes of gameplay, do an outro for it. Bam, you have about an hour of content, put it up into a video, and you can make money off of that. You can do that, or it's a way to produce and way to create a community. I loved the Magic community as well. That was a big reason why I started jumping into this, was just to see how it's hard to say. It's like I loved the community that I got into with Magic Gathering in my local game store, and I wanted to kind of reproduce the community feel in a channel. And that's why every time I start a video, it's, hello, my name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. And and yes, I do always get a comment of, my name's Jeff, at the bottom. So I do that every once in a while, just for fun, because yes, my name is Jeff. So I wanted to dive into a little bit of just the numbers here real quick about YouTube. Again, if you guys are interested in doing YouTube at any point, I'm going to have videos in my membership. I'm doing a video once a week. And again, this is not like a heavy pressure sell or anything like that. And yeah, I would love to put this out free form and stuff, but it just doesn't work with my channel, and it would reduce these numbers for me if I put them out there that way. And so it makes sense to put them into membership. And I wanted to make sure that it was something that was worthwhile for you guys and for the people who are interested. If you just want to support the channel as well, it's definitely grateful and appreciated. But there's at least something for you that you can see there. And I'll go through a video series of, different things of how to do YouTube and stuff. I'm going to have one that's already live as soon as this video is live. I'll actually put it out like an hour beforehand. So this is 1001 video actually. But so now we can kind of dive into and see how much money I've made and how many views I've gotten over the last 2.5 years doing this one. So we're actually going to go ahead and dive into this a little bit. We're going to dive into the advanced mode and see a little bit more of the stats with this. Let's go ahead and jump into lifetime. And we're going to the total here. So for views, I have had 10,900,000, and so almost 11 million views. Let's actually jump out of this. It's better in this format here. All right, so 11 million views here with this one. 1.9 million hours of watch time, which they used to say how many like hours, how many days that ends up being. It's a lot. So pretty cool stuff there. It does feel cool to know that people are watching this stuff. And yeah, I know you can already see it. Almost, yeah, 33.4. I actually, right there is my total subscribers. Dude, 420. Nice. And then $35,728.41. And that is over from the time that I officially first got to be able to actually make money. I believe it was November 1st. Let's go ahead and look closer to that time here. So we can go to a custom range from the time I'm actually making money. So let's go 18 and we'll go ahead and stay at that. Why not? All right, this was around the time that I actually started doing videos, was in July actually. So around August is what I'm putting right now. And this kind of shows, it took me a few months to get to where I actually got partnered with YouTube so I can officially start making money. And then I actually started making money. And it does take it takes 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And so it's hours, not minutes. So it's 4,000 hours of watch time, which is quite a bit. It's hard to get to doing this kind of channel. The thing I'm doing, like my videos are really long. My average view times are around 11 minutes and that's bad. You see like the percentage wise, like that's not good for other channels typically. But my largest video is 100,000 views, almost 80,000 on this one. So again, like I'm not this massive channel. I'm not something that has million view spiky channels, spiky videos. I purposely wanted to be a different kind of channel, a channel that was focused on just producing something that I knew would get views, but also build an audience, build a community that would be fun to keep producing content for, keep producing stuff, and something that I could do really quick, easy, part-time, and build this into a business along the way. And yeah, this is not necessarily full-time income with this. Of course, there's sponsorships that go into all that. I'm not going to dive into everything there just because there are, it's not completely my choice to reveal all of the information when it comes to sponsorships. It definitely helps increase this number quite a bit when it all is said and done, and it definitely can be very exponential, and where like if you get good sponsors or good affiliate links or different things like that, you can end up making quite a bit. And so there is quite a bit. But as far as YouTube goes, and this was my hope, was to get to a place where I was making enough money per day to pay off all expenses, all things I'm doing, so then I can be working on other things, other projects, and let this business free up my time so I can be an entrepreneur and basically do whatever I want to. And that's basically what the channel has become. Right now, I'm actually in the process of doing 2 videos a day, which is a lot and a half. It's a lot of videos a day right now. Like it honestly is difficult to be doing that many. I wouldn't say if you're going to start off right away to do that much. It's definitely something you ramp up into. I now have a system down where I can do my editing for videos in like 5-10 minutes because I film to the right kind of edit. And that's the kind of stuff I can show again in the video stuff. I don't want to be pushing that too much. But this is it. This is what I got. So, a good realm. So you always see people with like millions of views and like they can do YouTube and all that stuff. In the last 48 hours, I've had 61,000 views, which is quite a bit. I mean, that fills up football stadiums right there. You know, that's how many people are watching my videos. And that's pretty cool also to think, you know, that's right. But it's also not anywhere close to what YouTube can be or how big it is. And that's one of the coolest things, is that this is usually exponential growth. You can see right around this area, I took some time off. I only went down to 3 videos a week instead of a video a day because I was working another job. I was working full time and doing other stuff. And yeah, I was able to keep the channel going, and it still was making me some money to where I was making like an extra $500 a month, which is cool. You know, it's like you can do that with these kinds of things, with channels, with YouTube. I'm so passionate about this thing. So this is the way that I view YouTube. Is it's a gold mine that's on your computer, and all you have to do is dig. And you don't know how long you're going to have to dig, or how far, or how much, you know, how crazy it's going to be. But as long as you keep digging, you will strike gold. You know, it's a gold mine. There's gold in there. You just have to keep digging. There's a story. I'm not going to dive into the full story, but the story of a guy that ended up buying a gold mine, dug it for forever, finally gave up and sold it. And the new owners came in and dug 3 feet deeper and struck gold in a massive, one of the biggest gold mines ever. They just dug a little bit deeper. It was only 3 feet further in. And this is the book called 3 Feet from Gold. But that's what I feel like with YouTube, is that this is a platform where there is gold here. This is a gold mine. If you know how to do it, you know how to actually dig, and you can dig deeper and further and everything like that. And eventually you dig far enough and find the gold, then you need to know how to actually, keep digging for gold. This is here, and it's available for every single person in the world to do it if they're willing to dig that way. Not everyone's up to digging. Not everyone's up for that kind of work. Totally understandable, but that's what I love about this, and it was something I'm able to do, something I like doing, and yeah, I can do it. Again, this isn't saying like, oh man, I'm making millions or anything like that, but I have seen channels that are making this much go to millions within a year, and I feel like I know that the process of doing that. I've seen it multiple times. I know the symptoms of growth. The industry I'm in, the type of channel I'm doing Magic the Gathering videos, definitely has a very low cap on how the best channels and how well they do typically, compared to other things I've seen. And so I would definitely say don't everyone go and start making Magic the Gathering videos. There's a bunch of other much better industries to get into. The one thing I liked about it was that it was something I was interested in. I got a good opportunity of getting into the beta version of the game at the time. Not many people had access to it, and I was able to kind of put my foot in the door at the right time with it. And it was something I could do while raising 2 kids and working full time, and my wife working part-time sometimes, just like stuff like that, where this was just something I could do on the side completely. And now turning into a place where I'm, trying to go full time with it, doing 2 videos a day, spending a lot of time working for sponsorships, and also creating other content, other things like that. And also being able to be full-time entrepreneur rather than just being here for YouTube. And so that's the dream. At least that's my dream. And so I kind of wanted to just, come on here, pat my back a little bit, not just that, but also pat the back of this. That sounds dirty. All right, I wanted to come on here and thank everyone that has been around for 1,000 videos, for all of these views, 11 million views, almost, of everyone that has been here willing to kind of help support me, help support the channel, help support my family through that process. I love YouTube too, because I don't have to beg for money. It's a process that's there. The spot, and if you guys don't know, this is how it works. So once you get partnered with YouTube, you make a certain percentage based off of how much of what YouTube makes on your videos. So I believe it's 50. I think they actually give more to the creators. I think it's 55% to the creators and 45% to YouTube. I can't remember how it works out anymore. They've changed up their stuff a couple times lately, but we make a percentage off of whatever YouTube is making. And I can kind of look in here and see this. So YouTube makes $9 and 84 cents on average over these 11 million views, and I get 3.8%, 3.28 is how much is coming to me on it on average. And this is a new number that they've calculated recently, and so some things are a little bit off with it, but so yeah, that's definitely not 50%. No, that's not as great, but still, so I'm getting around $3.2 dollars per 1,000 views on my channel, which if you're only getting 1,000 views, that's not a lot. And that's what it felt like a lot of this time, making no money for a while still doing lots of work, making $2 and $3 a day for sometimes a lot of work. Other times it was an hour here and there. And yeah, that way I'm making $1 an hour, where other days where it feels like you're making a bit more. And again, it's, or if you get multiple 1,000 views in a day, then that can end up adding up to be quite a bit. And so there's some pretty cool stuff you can do with the channel, with everything there. Again, I'm not wanting to dive into everything too much. You can see my number one video is not actually the one with the most views. It's the Veto Life Gain one. That's it's getting up there in views, but $383. I spent an hour to make that video, and it's made $383. That's the kind of thing that can happen with this channel, with YouTube in general. And so I just wanted to come on here, basically say thank you to YouTube for doing YouTube stuff and letting this be a platform that I can create a business on, do these things on. And like I said, I don't typically ask for anything in return from anyone else. But if you guys want to do it, there is a membership option that's down below. It's in the join button. I'm not sure if they've changed that. I'll put it in the description below as well. And if you guys want to check out more stuff about YouTube and how it works, I'm going to be pretty transparent with everything. Just go through the process of not just how to make a Magic the Gathering video channel, but I've also helped out a number of other people build up channels, build up things. And I know the process of kind of what works, so I can teach people how to dig. I'm not saying that I know the way to get to gold the fastest, or where the gold is perfectly, all that kind of stuff every time, or what works best for you, but I know how to dig, and I can teach you how to dig, and sometimes where to dig as well. And that's, I wanted to at least have a place to share that. And again, I'm not trying to be, I'm the best person out there, and there's a lot of other people that do really good content for that kind of stuff out on YouTube for free. So you definitely don't have to go here for that. But some people want it to be a little bit more based off of, you know, someone that's actually trying to work full time at the same time. I can go through that process and say kind of what's there as well. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. I just wanted to come on here, say thank you for everything. Going to keep making normal content how I do for forever with this. If I'm going to do anything extra, any of that kind of stuff, I'll probably put it onto other channels or other things, and kind of keep Magic the Gathering or MTG Jeff being around MTG. You know, the Jeff side of it is just what I get to give to you guys every day in the videos. And so anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. You guys rock. Hope you have a good one. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Definitely appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.